Essential Grammar in Use, 2nd edition, by Rаймонд М, published by Cambridge University Press, 1998. This recording is copyright. Unit 1. Section B.
I'm cold. Can you close the window, please?
I'm 32 years old. My sister is 29.
My brother is very tall. He's a policeman.
John is afraid of dogs.
It's 10 o'clock. You're late again.
Anne and I are good friends.
Your keys are on the table. 8.
No, you're on time.
Is your mother at home?
No, she's out.
Are your parents at home?
No, they're out.
Is it cold in your room?
Yes, a little.
Your shoes are nice. Are they new?
Is she at home? Is your mother at home?
Are they new? Are your shoes new?
Section B.
Where is your mother? Is she at home?
Where are you from?
Canada.
What colour is your car?
It's red.
How old is Joe?
He's 24.
How are your parents? Are they well?
Why are you angry?
How much are these postcards?
50 pence.
What's the time?
Who's that man?
Where's Jill?
How's your father? Section C.
Are you tired?
Yes, I am.
Are you hungry?
No, I'm not, but I'm thirsty.
Is your friend English?
Yes, he is.
Are these your keys?
Yes, they are.
That's my seat.
No, it isn't.
Unit 4. Section A.
Are you feeling okay?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you.
Is it raining?
Yes. Take an umbrella.
Why are you wearing a coat? It's not cold.
What's Paul doing?
He's reading the newspaper.
What are the children doing?
They're watching television.
Look, there's Sally. Where's she going?
Who are you waiting for? Are you waiting for Sue?
Section C.
Are you going now?
Yes, I am.
Is Paul working today?
Yes, he is.
Is it raining?
No, it isn't.
Are your friends staying at a hotel?
No, they aren't. They're staying with me.
Unit 5. Section A.
I work in a shop. My brother works in a bank.
Linda lives in London. Her parents live in Scotland.
It rains a lot in winter.
John has a shower every day.
Section B.
I like big cities.
The shops open at 9 o'clock and close at 5:30.
Tim works very hard. He starts at 7:30 and finishes at 8 o'clock in the evening.
The earth goes round the sun.
We do a lot of different things in our free time.
It costs a lot of money to stay at luxury hotels. Section C.
Sue always arrives at work early.
I usually go to work by car, but sometimes I walk.
Julia never eats breakfast.
Tom lives near us. We often see him.
Unit 6. Section A.
I drink coffee, but I don't drink tea.
Sue drinks tea, but she doesn't drink coffee.
You don't work very hard.
We don't watch television very often.
The weather is usually nice. It doesn't rain very often.
Jerry and Linda don't know many people. Section B.
I don't like football.
He doesn't like football.
I don't like Fred, and Fred doesn't like me.
My car doesn't use much petrol.
Sometimes he's late, but it doesn't happen very often.
Section C.
I don't like washing the car. I don't do it very often.
Sandra speaks Spanish, but she doesn't speak Italian.
Bill doesn't do his job very well.
Paula doesn't usually have breakfast.
Unit 7. Section B.
What do you do?
I work in a bank.
Section C.
Do they like music?
Does he like music?
Section D.
Do you play tennis?
No, I don't.
Do your parents speak English?
Yes, they do.
Does George work hard?
Yes, he does.
Does your sister live in London?
No, she doesn't.
Unit 8. Section B.
Please be quiet. I'm working.
Tom is having a shower at the moment.
Take an umbrella with you. It's raining.
You can turn off the television. I'm not watching it.
Why are you under the table? What are you doing?
Section C.
I work every day from 9 o'clock to 5:30.
Tom has a shower every morning.
It rains a lot in winter.
I don't watch television very often.
What do you usually do at the weekend?
Section D.
I'm tired. I want to go home.
Do you know that girl?
Yes, but I don't remember her name.
I don't understand. What do you mean?
Unit 9. Section A.
I've got blue eyes.
Tim's got 2 sisters.
Our car has got 4 doors.
Diane isn't feeling well. She's got a headache.
They like animals. They've got a horse, 3 dogs, and 6 cats.
Section B.
I've got a motorbike, but I haven't got a car.
Mr. and Mrs. Harris haven't got any children.
It's a nice house, but it hasn't got a garden.
Have you got a camera?
No, I haven't.
What have you got in your bag?
Nothing. It's empty.
Has Anne got a car?
Yes, she has.
What kind of car has she got?
Section C.
They don't have any children.
It's a nice house, but it doesn't have a garden.
Does Anne have a car?
How much money do you have?
Unit 10. Section A.
I'm tired. I was tired last night.
Where's Anne? Where was Anne yesterday?
The weather is good today. The weather was good last week.
You're late. You were late yesterday.
They aren't here. They weren't here last Sunday.
Section B.
Last year, Rachel was 22. So she's 23 now.
When I was a child, I was afraid of dogs.
We were hungry after the journey, but we weren't tired.
The hotel was comfortable, but it wasn't expensive.
Was the weather good when you were on holiday?
Those shoes are nice. Were they expensive?
Why were you late this morning?
Section C.
Were you late?
No, I wasn't.
Was Ted at work yesterday?
Yes, he was.
Were Sue and Steve at the party?
No, they weren't. Unit 11. Section B.
I clean my teeth every morning. This morning I cleaned my teeth.
Terry worked in a bank from 1986 to 1993.
Yesterday it rained all morning. It stopped at lunchtime.
We enjoyed the party last night. We danced a lot and talked to a lot of people. The party finished at midnight.
Section C.
I usually get up early, but this morning I got up at 9:30.
We did a lot of work yesterday.
Caroline went to the cinema 3 times last week.
Jim came into the room, took off his coat and sat down.
Unit 12. Section B.
I don't watch television very often.
I didn't watch television yesterday.
Does she often go away?
Did she go away last week?
Section C.
I played tennis yesterday, but I didn't win.
Did you do the shopping?
No, I didn't have time.
We went to the cinema, but we didn't enjoy the film.
Section E.
Did you see Joe yesterday?
No, I didn't.
Did it rain on Sunday?
Yes, it did.
Did Helen come to the party?
No, she didn't.
Did your parents have a good holiday?
Yes, they did.
Unit 13. Section B.
What were you doing at 11:30 yesterday? Were you working?
What did he say?
I don't know. I wasn't listening.
It was raining, so we didn't go out.
In 1985, we were living in Canada.
Today she's wearing a skirt, but yesterday she was wearing trousers.
I woke up early yesterday. It was a beautiful morning. The sun was shining and the birds were singing.
Section C.
I'm working. I was working at 10:30 last night.
It isn't raining. It wasn't raining when we went out.
What are you doing? What were you doing at 3 o'clock? Unit 14. Section B.
What did you do yesterday morning?
We played tennis.
What were you doing at 10:30?
We were playing tennis.
Jack read a book yesterday. Jack was reading a book when the phone rang.
Did you watch the film on television last night? Were you watching television when I phoned you?
It didn't rain while we were on holiday. It wasn't raining when I got up.
I started work at 9 o'clock and finished at 4:30. At 2:30 I was working.
It was raining when we went out.
I saw Lucy and Steve this morning. They were waiting at the bus stop.
Jenny fell asleep while she was reading. Unit 15. Section C.
I've lost my passport.
Where's Linda?
She's gone to bed.
We've bought a new car.
It's Rachel's birthday tomorrow, and I haven't bought her a present.
Bob is on holiday.
Oh? Where's he gone?
Can I take this newspaper? Have you finished with it?
Unit 16. Section A.
Are Jane and David here?
Yes, they've just arrived.
Are you hungry?
No, I've just had dinner.
Is Tom here?
No, I'm afraid he's just gone. Section B.
What time are Diane and Paul coming?
They've already arrived.
It's only 9 o'clock, and Anne has already gone to bed.
John, this is Mary.
Yes, I know. We've already met.
Section C.
Are Diane and Paul here?
No, they haven't arrived yet.
Does John know that you're going away?
No, I haven't told him yet.
Margaret has bought a new dress, but she hasn't worn it yet.
Have Diane and Paul arrived yet?
No, not yet. We're still waiting for them.
Has Linda started her new job yet?
No, she starts next week.
This is my new dress.
Oh, it's nice. Have you worn it yet?
Unit 17. Section A.
Have you been to France?
No, I haven't.
I've been to Canada, but I haven't been to the United States.
Mary is an interesting person. She's had many different jobs and has lived in many places.
I've seen that woman before, but I can't remember where.
How many times has Brazil won the World Cup?
Have you read this book?
Yes, I've read it twice.
Section B.
Has Anne ever been to Australia?
Yes, once.
Have you ever played golf?
Yes, I often play golf.
My mother has never travelled by air.
I've never ridden a horse.
Who is that man?
I don't know. I've never seen him before.
Section C.
I can't find Susan. Where has she gone?
Oh, hello, Susan. I was looking for you. Where have you been?
Unit 19. Section A.
Jill is in Ireland. She's been there for 3 days. She's been there since Monday.
Richard has been in Canada for 6 months. Richard has been in Canada since January.
We've been waiting for 2 hours. We've been waiting since 9 o'clock.
I've lived in London for a long time. I've lived in London since I was 10 years old.
Section B.
Susan started her new job 3 weeks ago.
When did Tom go out?
10 minutes ago.
I had dinner an hour ago.
Life was very different 100 years ago.
When did Jill arrive in Ireland?
She arrived in Ireland 3 days ago.
How long has she been in Ireland?
She's been in Ireland for 3 days. Unit 20. Section A.
I saw Paula yesterday.
Where were you on Sunday afternoon?
We didn't have a holiday last year.
What did you do last night?
I stayed at home.
William Shakespeare lived from 1564 to 1616. He was a writer. He wrote many plays and poems.
When did they arrive?
Section B.
I have lost my key. I lost my key last week.
Bill has gone home. Bill went home 10 minutes ago.
Have you seen Anne? Did you see Anne on Saturday?
Have you ever been to Spain? Did you go to Spain last year?
My friend is a writer. He has written many books. Shakespeare wrote many plays and poems.
The letter hasn't arrived yet. The letter didn't arrive yesterday.
We've lived in Singapore for 6 years. We lived in Glasgow for 6 years, but now we live in Singapore.
Unit 21. Section B.
Butter is made from milk.
Oranges are imported into Britain.
How often are these rooms cleaned?
I am never invited to parties.
This house was built 100 years ago.
These houses were built 100 years ago.
When was the telephone invented?
We weren't invited to the party last week.
Was anybody injured in the accident?
Yes. 2 people were taken to hospital.
Section C.
I was born in London in 1962.
Where were you born?
Section D.
We were woken up by a loud noise.
The telephone was invented by Alexander Bell in 1876.
My brother was bitten by a dog last week. Unit 22. Section A.
My car is at the garage. It's being repaired.
Some new houses are being built opposite the park.
The office is being cleaned at the moment. The office is cleaned every day.
In Britain, football matches are usually played on Saturday, but no matches are being played next Saturday.
Section B.
My key has been stolen.
My keys have been stolen.
I'm not going to the party. I haven't been invited.
Has this shirt been washed?
The room is clean now. It has been cleaned. The room was cleaned yesterday.
I can't find my keys. I think they've been stolen. My keys were stolen last week. Unit 23. Section A.
Please be quiet. I'm working.
It isn't raining at the moment.
What are you doing this evening?
I was working when she arrived.
It wasn't raining. so we went out.
What were you doing at 3 o'clock? Section B.
The room is cleaned every day.
I'm never invited to parties.
Oranges are imported into Britain.
The room was cleaned yesterday.
These houses were built 100 years ago.
How was the window broken?
Where were you born?
Section C.
I've cleaned my room.
Tom has lost his passport.
Barbara hasn't been to Canada.
Where have Paul and Linda gone?
Section D.
I like coffee, but I don't like tea.
Chris doesn't go out very often.
What do you usually do at weekends?
Does Barbara live alone?
I didn't watch TV yesterday.
It didn't rain last week.
What time did Paul and Linda go out?
Unit 24. Section A.
I cleaned my shoes yesterday.
Charlie studied engineering at university.
I have cleaned my shoes.
Jane has lived in London for 10 years.
These rooms are cleaned every day.
My car has been repaired. Section B.
I made a cake yesterday.
I've made some coffee.
Butter is made from milk.
Somebody broke this window last night.
Somebody has broken this window.
This window was broken last night. Unit 25. Section B.
When I was a child, I used to like chocolate.
I used to read a lot of books, but I don't read much these days.
Liz has got short hair now, but it used to be very long.
They used to live in the same street as us, so we often used to see them. But we don't see them very often these days.
Anne used to have a piano, but she sold it a few years ago.
When I was a child, I didn't used to like tomatoes.
Where did you used to live before you came here?
Section C.
I used to play tennis. These days I play golf.
We usually get up early.
Unit 26. Section A.
Where are Sue and Caroline?
They're playing tennis in the park.
Please be quiet. I'm working.
Andrew is playing tennis tomorrow.
I'm not working next week.
Section B.
Alice is going to the dentist on Friday.
We're having a party next weekend.
Are you meeting Bill this evening?
What are you doing tomorrow evening?
I'm not going out tonight. I'm staying at home.
Section C.
I'm staying at home this evening.
Are you going out tonight?
Anne isn't coming to the party next week.
The train arrives at 7:30.
What time does the film finish?
I'm going to a concert tomorrow. The concert starts at 7:30.
What time are you leaving? What time does your train leave?
Unit 27. Section B.
I'm going to buy some books tomorrow.
Sarah is going to sell her car.
I'm not going to have breakfast this morning. I'm not hungry.
What are you going to wear to the party tonight?
Your hands are dirty.
Yes, I know. I'm going to wash them.
Are you going to invite John to your party?
I'm playing tennis with Julia tomorrow.
Section C.
Look at the sky. It's going to rain.
Oh dear, it's 9 o'clock and I'm not ready. I'm going to be late.
Unit 29. Section A.
My bag is very heavy.
I'll carry it for you.
I'll phone you tomorrow, OK?
OK, goodbye.
I'm tired. I think I'll go to bed early tonight.
It's a nice day. I think I'll sit in the garden.
It's raining. I don't think I'll go out.
I'll phone you tomorrow, OK?
I think I'll go to bed early. Section B.
I'm working tomorrow.
There's a good film on TV tonight. I'm going to watch it.
What are you doing at the weekend? Section C.
It's very warm in this room. Shall I open the window?
Shall I phone you this evening?
Yes, please.
I'm going to a party tonight. What shall I wear?
It's a nice day. Shall we go for a walk?
Where shall we go for our holidays this year?
Let's go out this evening.
OK. What time shall we meet?
Unit 30. Section B.
I might go to the cinema this evening.
When is Barbara going to phone you?
I don't know. She might phone this afternoon.
Take an umbrella with you. It might rain.
Buy a lottery ticket. You might be lucky.
Are you going out tonight?
I might.
I'm playing tennis tomorrow. I might play tennis tomorrow.
Barbara is going to phone later. Barbara might phone later. Section C.
I might not go to work tomorrow.
Sue might not come to the party.
Section D.
I may go to the cinema this evening.
Sue may not come to the party.
May I ask a question?
May I sit here?
Yes, of course.
Unit 31. Section B.
I can play the piano. My brother can play the piano too.
Sarah can speak Italian, but she can't speak Spanish.
Can you swim?
Yes, but I'm not a very good swimmer.
Can you change £20?
I'm sorry, I can't.
I'm having a party next week, but Paul and Jenny can't come.
Section C.
When I was young, I could run very fast.
Before Anna came to Britain, she couldn't understand much English. Now she can understand everything.
I was tired last night, but I couldn't sleep.
I had a party last week, but Paul and Jenny couldn't come.
Section D.
Can you open the door, please?
Could you wait a moment, please?
Can I have these postcards, please?
Tom, can I borrow your umbrella?
Hello, can I speak to Jerry, please?
Unit 32. Section B.
The windows are very dirty. I must clean them.
It's a fantastic film. You must see it.
We must go to the bank today. We haven't got any money.
We had to go to the bank yesterday.
I had to walk home last night. There were no buses.
Section C.
I must hurry. I mustn't be late.
I mustn't forget to phone Julia.
Be happy. You mustn't be sad.
You mustn't touch the pictures.
Section D.
I needn't clean the windows. They aren't very dirty.
You needn't go to the bank today. I can give you some money.
I don't need to clean the windows.
You don't need to go to the bank today.
You needn't go. You can stay here if you want.
You mustn't go. You must stay here. Unit 33. Section B.
Tom should go to bed earlier. He goes to bed very late, and he's always tired.
It's a good film. You should go and see it.
When you play tennis, you should always watch the ball. Section C.
Tom shouldn't go to bed so late.
You watch TV all the time. You shouldn't watch TV so much.
Section D.
I think Carol should buy some new clothes.
It's late. I think I should go home now.
Shall I buy this coat?
Yes, I think you should.
I don't think you should work so hard.
I don't think we should go yet. It's too early.
Do you think I should buy this hat?
What time do you think we should go home?
Section E.
It's a good film. You should go and see it.
It's a fantastic film. You must go and see it.
Section F.
It's a good film. You ought to go and see it.
I think Carol ought to buy some new clothes.
Unit 34. Section A.
I'll be late for work tomorrow. I have to go to the dentist.
Jill starts work at 7 o'clock, so she has to get up at 6.
You have to pass a test before you can get a driving licence. Section B.
I was late for work yesterday. I had to go to the dentist.
We had to walk home last night. There were no buses.
Section C.
What time do you have to go to the dentist tomorrow?
Does Jill have to work on Sundays?
Why did they have to leave the party early?
I'm not working tomorrow, so I don't have to get up early.
Ian doesn't have to work very hard. He's got an easy job.
We didn't have to wait very long for the bus. Section D.
It's a fantastic film. You must see it. You have to see it.
Jill won't be at work this afternoon. She has to go to the doctor.
In many countries, men have to do military service. Unit 35. Section A.
Would you like some coffee?
No, thank you.
Would you like a chocolate?
Yes, please.
What would you like? Tea or coffee?
Tea, please.
Would you like to go for a walk?
Would you like to have dinner with us on Sunday?
Yes, I'd love to.
What would you like to do this evening?
Section B.
I'm thirsty. I'd like a drink.
I'd like some information about hotels, please.
I'd like to see the film on television this evening. Section C.
Would you like to go to the cinema tonight?
Yes, I'd love to.
Do you like going to the cinema?
Yes, I go to the cinema a lot.
I'd like an orange, please. I like oranges.
What would you like to do next weekend? What do you like to do at weekends?
Unit 36. Section A.
There's a big tree in the garden.
There's a good film on TV tonight.
Have you got any money?
Yes, there's some in my bag.
Excuse me, is there a hotel near here?
Yes, there is.
We can't go skiing. There isn't any snow.
There are some big trees in the garden.
There are a lot of accidents on this road.
Are there any letters for me today?
Yes, there are.
This restaurant is very quiet. There aren't many people here.
How many players are there in a football team?
There are 11 players in a football team.
Section B.
What's that noise?
It's a train. There's a train at 10:30. It's a fast train.
There's a lot of salt in this soup. I don't like this soup. It's too salty. Unit 37. Section A.
There's a good film on TV tonight. There was a good film on TV last night.
We're staying at a very big hotel. There are 250 rooms. We stayed at a very big hotel. There were 250 rooms.
Are there any letters for me this morning? Were there any letters for me yesterday?
I'm hungry, but there isn't anything to eat. When I got home, I was hungry, but there wasn't anything to eat.
Section B.
Look, there's been an accident.
This road is very dangerous. There have been many accidents.
There was an accident last night. Section C.
Do you think there will be a lot of people at the party on Saturday?
The manager of the company is leaving, so there will be a new manager soon.
I'm going away tomorrow. I'll do my packing today because there won't be time tomorrow. Unit 38. Section A.
What time is it?
It's 10:30.
It's late.
It's time to go home.
What day is it?
It's Thursday.
It's the 16th of March.
It was my birthday yesterday.
It's 3 miles from our house to the city centre.
How far is it from London to Bristol?
It's a long way from here to the station.
We can walk home. It isn't far.
It's raining. It isn't raining. Is it snowing?
It rains a lot here. It didn't rain yesterday. Does it snow very often?
It's warm.
It's a nice day today.
It rains a lot in winter. There is a lot of rain in winter.
It was very windy. There was a strong wind yesterday. Section B.
It's nice to see you again.
It's impossible to understand her.
It wasn't easy to find your house. Section C.
It's raining again.
Is it true that you're going away?
Unit 39. Section A.
I haven't got a car, but my sister has.
Please help me.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Are you tired?
I was, but I'm not now.
Do you think Anne will phone this evening?
She might.
Are you going now?
Yes, I'm afraid I must.
She isn't tired, but he is.
My sister has got a car, but I haven't.
Are you and Jim working tomorrow?
I am, but Jim isn't.
Section B.
Are you tired?
Yes, I am.
Will Alan be here tomorrow?
No, he won't.
Is there a bus to the airport?
Yes, there is. Section C.
I don't like hot weather, but Sue does.
Sue works hard, but I don't.
Do you enjoy your work?
Yes, I do.
Did you and John enjoy the film?
I did, but John didn't.
I enjoyed the film.
I did too.
Did it rain yesterday?
No, it didn't.
Unit 40. Section A.
You're late.
Oh, am I? I'm sorry.
I was ill last week.
Were you? I didn't know that.
It's raining again.
Is it? It was sunny 10 minutes ago.
There's a letter for you.
Is there? Where is it?
Bill can't drive.
Can't he? I didn't know that.
I'm not hungry.
Aren't you? I am.
Sue isn't at work today.
Isn't she? Is she ill?
I speak 4 languages.
Do you? Which ones?
Tom doesn't eat meat.
Doesn't he? Does he eat fish?
Linda got married last week.
Did she? Really?
Section B.
It's a beautiful day, isn't it?
Yes, it's lovely.
Sally lives in London, doesn't she?
Yes, that's right.
You closed the window, didn't you?
Yes, I think so.
Those shoes are nice, aren't they?
Yes, very nice.
Tom will be here soon, won't he?
Yes, probably.
That isn't your car, is it?
No. My car is white.
You haven't met my mother, have you?
No, I haven't.
Sally doesn't smoke, does she?
No, she doesn't.
You won't be late, will you?
No, I'm never late. Unit 41. Section A.
I'm happy.
I'm happy too.
I'm not happy.
I'm not happy either.
I enjoyed the film.
I enjoyed it too.
I can't cook.
I can't either.
Mary is a doctor. Her husband is a doctor too.
Bill doesn't watch TV. He doesn't read newspapers either.
Section B.
I'm working.
So am I.
I haven't got a key.
Neither have I.
I was late for work today.
So was John.
Anne can't cook.
Neither can Tom.
I work in a bank.
So do I.
I won't be here tomorrow.
Neither will I.
We went to the cinema last night.
Did you? So did we.
I never go to the cinema.
Neither do I.
I'd like to go to Australia.
So would I.
I'm not married.
Nor am I.
Unit 43. Section A.
Where has David gone?
Are those people waiting for something?
When was the telephone invented? Section B.
What do you usually do at weekends?
What does your brother do?
He works in a bank.
I broke my finger last week.
How did you do that?
Section C.
Where's John? Why isn't he here?
Why can't Paula come to the meeting tomorrow?
Why didn't you phone me last night? Unit 44. Section B.
Who lives in this house?
What happened?
What's happening?
Who's got my key?
Who did you meet yesterday?
What did Paul say?
Who are you phoning?
What was Sylvia wearing?
George likes oranges.
Who likes oranges?
George.
What does George like?
Oranges.
Jill won some money.
Who won some money?
Jill.
What did Jill win?
£100. Section C.
Who is your favourite singer?
What is your favourite song?
Unit 46. Section A.
What colour is your car?
What colour are your eyes?
What size is this shirt?
What make is your TV set?
What time is it?
What day is it today?
What kind of job do you want?
What's your favourite colour?
What do you want to do this evening? Section B.
Which train did you catch? The 9:50 or the 10:30?
Which doctor did you see? Dr. Ellis, Dr. Gray or Dr. Hill?
Which is bigger, Canada or Australia?
Who is taller, Bill or Jerry?
Section C.
We can go this way or that way. Which way shall we go?
There are 4 umbrellas here. Which is yours?
What is the capital of Argentina?
What sort of music do you like?
What colour are his eyes? Which colour do you prefer, pink or yellow?
What is the longest river in the world? Which is the longest river? The Mississippi, the Amazon or the Nile? Section D.
How was the party last night?
It was great.
How do you usually go to work?
By bus.
Unit 47. Section A.
How long does it take by train from London to Manchester?
It takes 2 hours by train from London to Manchester.
How long does it take by car from your house to the station?
It takes 10 minutes by car from my house to the station.
Section B.
How long does it take to fly from London to Madrid?
It takes a long time to learn a language.
It doesn't take long to cook an omelette.
It takes me 20 minutes to get to work.
I came by train.
Did you? How long did it take?
It took Tom an hour to do his shopping.
Did it take you a long time to find a job?
How long will it take me to learn to drive?
It will take us an hour to cook the dinner.
Unit 48. Section A.
Do you know how old Linda is?
Can you tell me what time it is?
I know how much this camera is.
I don't know when you're going away.
I don't remember where they've gone.
Section B.
Do you know how aeroplanes fly?
I don't know what Jane wants.
I don't remember why she went home.
I know where I put the key.
Section C.
Do you know if Jack is at home?
I don't know whether they live near here.
Do you know if they've got a car? Do you know whether they've got a car? Unit 49. Section A.
I'm enjoying my new job.
Diane said that she was enjoying her new job.
My father isn't very well.
She said that her father wasn't very well.
We're going to buy a house.
Sarah and Tim said that they were going to buy a house.
I have to go early.
Peter said that he had to go early.
My sister has gone to Australia.
He said that his sister had gone to Australia.
I can't find a job.
Anne said that she couldn't find a job.
I'll phone you.
Steve said that he would phone me.
I don't like my job.
Angela said that she didn't like her job.
My son doesn't like school.
She said that her son didn't like school.
You look tired.
Mike said that I looked tired. I feel fine. I said that I felt fine. Section B.
He said that he was tired. He told me that he was tired.
What did she say to you? What did she tell you?
Section C.
He said that he was tired. He said he was tired.
Anne told me that she didn't like her job. Anne told me she didn't like her job.
Unit 75. Section A.
I'm going to buy some clothes.
I'm not going to buy any clothes.
There's some ice in the fridge.
There isn't any orange juice in the fridge.
We did some exercises.
We didn't do any exercises. Section B.
Is there any ice in the fridge?
Has he got any friends?
Why didn't you buy any food?
Would you like some coffee?
Yes, please.
Can I have some soup, please?
Yes, help yourself.
Can you lend me some money?
Sure. How much do you need? Section C.
I didn't take any photographs, but Anne took some.
You can have some coffee, but I don't want any.
I've just made some coffee. Would you like some?
Where's your luggage?
I haven't got any.
Are there any biscuits?
Yes, there are some in the kitchen.
Section D.
She said something.
She didn't say anything.
I saw somebody.
I didn't see anybody.
Would you like something to eat?
Are you doing anything this evening?
Quick, somebody's coming.
Where's Anne? Has anybody seen her?
Unit 76. Section A.
There aren't any cars in the car park.
Sally and Steve haven't got any children.
You can have some coffee, but I don't want any.
There are no cars in the car park.
We've got no coffee.
It's a nice house, but there's no garden.
They haven't got any children. They've got no children.
There isn't any sugar in your coffee. There's no sugar in your coffee.
Section B.
We've got no money.
Everything was okay. There were no problems.
How much money have you got?
None.
Were there any problems?
No, none. Section C.
How much money have you got?
None.
How many people did you meet?
None.
Who did you meet?
No one. Unit 78. Section B.
There is somebody in the garden.
Is there anybody in the garden?
There isn't anyone in the garden.
There is nobody in the garden.
She said something, but I didn't understand her.
Are you doing anything at the weekend?
I was angry, but I didn't say anything.
What did you say?
Nothing.
They live somewhere in the south of England.
Did you go anywhere interesting for your holidays?
I'm staying here. I'm not going anywhere.
I don't like this town. There is nowhere to go.
Section C.
Did you meet anybody interesting at the party?
We always go to the same place. Let's go somewhere different.
What's that letter?
It's nothing important.
Section D.
I'm hungry. I want something to eat.
He hasn't got anybody to talk to.
There is nowhere to go in this town. Unit 79. Section A.
Alice has been to every country in Europe.
Every summer we have a holiday by the sea.
She looks different every time I see her.
Every house in the street is the same.
Every country has a national flag.
Every student in the class passed the exam. All the students in the class passed the exam.
Every country has a national flag. All countries have a national flag.
Section B.
How often do you read a newspaper?
Every day.
The weather was bad yesterday. It rained all day.
Bill watches TV for about 2 hours every evening.
I was tired after work yesterday, so I watched TV all evening.
Section C.
Everybody needs friends.
Have you got everything you need?
I've lost my watch. I've looked everywhere for it.
Everybody has problems.
Unit 80. Section A.
Children like playing.
Where are the children?
Money isn't everything.
I want to buy a car, but I haven't got the money.
I enjoy reading books.
Have you read these books?
Everybody needs friends.
I often go out with my friends.
Section B.
Most children like playing.
Most of the children at this school are under 11 years old.
I don't want any money.
I don't want any of this money.
Some books are better than others.
Some of these books are very old.
He's got no friends.
None of my friends live near me.
All cities have the same problems.
Most people drive too fast.
Some birds can't fly.
All the students in our class passed the exam.
Sylvia has lived in London all her life.
Section C.
You can have some of this cake, but not all of it.
Do you know those people?
Most of them, but not all of them.
Some of us are going out tonight. Why don't you come with us?
I've got a lot of books, but I haven't read any of them.
How many of these books have you read?
None of them.
Unit 81. Section A.
Rosemary has 2 children. Both are married.
Would you like tea or coffee? You can have either.
Do you want to go to the cinema or the theatre?
Neither. I want to stay at home.
Would you like tea or coffee?
Either. I don't mind. I don't want either. Neither.
Section B.
Last year I went to Paris and Rome. I liked both cities very much.
First I worked in an office and later in a shop. Neither job was very interesting.
There are 2 ways from here to the station. You can go either way. Section C.
Neither of my parents is English.
I haven't read either of these books.
I like both of those pictures. I like both those pictures.
Both of Anne's sisters are married. Both Anne's sisters are married.
Section D.
Anne has got 2 sisters. Both of them are married.
Tom and I didn't eat anything. Neither of us was hungry.
Who are those 2 people? I don't know either of them. Unit 82. Section A.
Did you buy much food?
Did you buy many books?
We haven't got much luggage.
We don't know many people.
How much money do you want?
How many photographs did you take?
Have you got any money?
I've got some, but not much.
Did you take any photographs?
I took some, but not many.
We bought a lot of food.
We bought a lot of books.
Paula hasn't got a lot of free time.
Did they ask you a lot of questions?
There is a lot of food.
There are a lot of trees.
A lot of people speak English.
Section B.
Do you drink a lot of coffee?
I don't drink much coffee.
I drink a lot of coffee.
Do you drink much coffee?
Yes, a lot.
Have you got many friends?
We haven't got a lot of friends.
We've got many friends.
Section C.
Diane spoke to me, but she didn't say much.
Do you watch TV much?
No, not much.
We like films, so we go to the cinema a lot.
I don't like him very much.
Unit 83. Section B.
She didn't eat anything, but she drank a little water.
Last night I wrote a few letters.
We're going away for a few days.
I speak a little Spanish.
I speak a few words of Spanish.
Can you speak Spanish?
A little.
Are there any shops in the village?
Yes, a few. Section C.
There was little food in the fridge. It was nearly empty.
There were few people in the park. It was nearly empty.
Dan is very thin because he eats very little.
Your English is very correct. You make very few mistakes.
Section D.
They have a little money, so they're not poor.
I've got a few friends, so I'm not lonely.
They have little money. They are very poor.
I'm sad and I'm lonely. I've got few friends.
Unit 84. Section A.
They live in a modern house.
Have you met any famous people?
Section B.
The weather is nice today.
These flowers are very beautiful.
Are you cold? Shall I close the window?
I'm hungry. Can I have something to eat?
The film wasn't very good. It was boring.
Please be quiet. I'm reading. Section C.
You look tired.
Yes, I feel tired.
George told me about his new job. It sounds very interesting.
Don't cook that meat. It doesn't smell good.
Unit 85. Section B.
The train stopped suddenly.
I opened the door slowly.
Please listen carefully.
I understand you perfectly.
Sue is very quiet. Sue speaks very quietly.
Be careful. Listen carefully.
It was a bad game. Our team played badly.
I feel nervous. I waited nervously.
Section C.
Sue's job is very hard. Sue works very hard.
Ben is a fast runner. Ben can run fast.
The bus was late. I went to bed late. Section D.
Your English is very good. You speak English very well.
It was a good game. Our team played well.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. And you?
Unit 86. Section B.
Rome is old, but Athens is older.
Is it cheaper to go by car or by train?
Helen wants a bigger car.
This coat is okay, but I think the other one is nicer.
Don't write a letter. It's easier to phone.
How far is it to the station? A mile?
No, it's further. About 2 miles.
Section C.
You must be more careful.
I don't like my job. I want to do something more interesting.
Is it more expensive to go by car or by train? Section D.
The weather wasn't very good yesterday, but it's better today.
Do you feel better today?
No, I feel worse.
Which is worse, a headache or a toothache?
Unit 88. Section A.
Rome is not as old as Athens.
The Grand Hotel isn't as expensive as the Europa.
I don't play tennis as often as you.
The weather is better than it was yesterday. It isn't as cold.
Section B.
I haven't got as much money as you.
I don't know as many people as you.
I don't go out as much as you. Section C.
Rome is not as old as Athens. Athens is older than Rome.
Tennis isn't as popular as football. Football is more popular than tennis.
I don't go out as much as you. You go out more than me. Section D.
She's not as old as him. She's not as old as he is.
You don't work as hard as me. You don't work as hard as I do.
Section E.
The weather today is the same as yesterday.
My hair is the same colour as yours.
I arrived at the same time as Tim. Unit 89. Section C.
The church is very old. It's the oldest building in the town.
What is the longest river in the world?
Money is important, but it isn't the most important thing in life.
Excuse me, where is the nearest bank?
Section D.
Ken is a good player, but he isn't the best in the team.
Section E.
The film was very bad. I think it's the worst film I've ever seen.
What is the most unusual thing you've ever done?
Unit 90. Section B.
Is there enough sugar in your coffee?
Yes, thank you.
We wanted to play football, but we didn't have enough players.
Why don't you buy a car? You've got enough money.
I've got some money, but not enough to buy a car.
Would you like some more to eat?
No, thanks. I've had enough.
You're always at home. You don't go out enough.
Section C.
Shall we sit outside?
No, it isn't warm enough.
Can you hear the radio? Is it loud enough for you?
Don't buy that coat. It's nice, but it isn't long enough.
Section D.
This pullover isn't big enough for me.
I haven't got enough money for a car.
I haven't got enough money to buy a car.
Is your English good enough to have a conversation?
There aren't enough chairs for everybody to sit down.
Unit 91. Section B.
Can you turn the radio down? It's too loud.
I can't work. I'm too tired.
I think you work too hard. Section C.
I don't like the weather here. There is too much rain.
Let's go to another restaurant. There are too many people here.
Emily studies all the time. I think she studies too much.
Traffic is a problem in this town. There are too many cars.
Section D.
The hat is too big for him.
The hat isn't big enough for him.
The radio is too loud. Can you turn it down, please?
The radio isn't loud enough. Can you turn it up, please?
There's too much sugar in my coffee.
There's not enough sugar in my coffee.
I don't feel very well. I ate too much.
You're very thin. You don't eat enough.
Section E.
These shoes are too big for me.
It's a small house. Too small for a large family.
I'm too tired to go out.
It's too cold to sit outside.
She speaks too fast for me to understand.
Unit 92. Section A.
Sue reads a newspaper every day.
Section B.
We went to a party last night.
Unit 93. Section A.
My brother never speaks to me.
She's always late.
Do you often go to restaurants?
I sometimes eat too much.
I don't want to go to the cinema.
I've got 3 sisters. They're all married. Section B.
I always go to work by car.
Anne often plays tennis.
You sometimes look unhappy.
They usually have dinner at 7 o'clock.
We rarely watch television.
Richard is a good footballer. He also plays tennis and volleyball.
I've got 3 sisters. They all live in London.
I'm never ill.
They are usually at home in the evenings.
It is often very cold here in winter.
When I was a child, I was always late for school.
Where's Linda?
She's still in bed.
I've got 2 brothers. They're both doctors.
Section C.
I will always remember you.
It doesn't often rain here.
Do you usually go to work by car?
I can never find my keys.
Have you ever been to Rome?
Where's Linda?
She's just gone out.
Where are your friends?
They've all gone to the cinema. Unit 94. Section A.
I had a lot to eat, but I'm still hungry.
Did you sell your car?
No, I've still got it.
Do you still live in Barcelona?
No, I live in Madrid now.
Section B.
Where's Diane?
She isn't here yet.
What are you doing this evening?
I don't know yet.
Are you ready to go yet?
Not yet. Wait a moment.
Have you finished with the newspaper yet?
No, I'm still reading it.
She hasn't gone yet. She's still here.
I haven't finished eating yet. I'm still eating.
Section C.
What time is John arriving?
He's already here.
I'm going to tell you what happened.
That's not necessary. I already know.
Anne doesn't want to go to the cinema. She has already seen the film.
Unit 95. Section A.
I gave the keys to Liz.
I gave Liz the keys.
Section C.
I bought my mother some flowers.
Can you get me a newspaper when you go out?
Section D.
I gave the keys to Liz. I gave Liz the keys.
That's my book. Can you give it to me? Can you give me that book?
I gave it to her.
Here are the keys. Give them to your father.
Unit 96. Section A.
I start work at 8 o'clock.
The shops close at 5:30.
Goodbye. See you on Friday.
I don't work on Sundays.
The concert is on the 22nd of November.
I'm going on holiday in October.
Emma left school in 1993.
The garden is lovely in spring.
Section B.
Are you going away at the weekend?
I can't sleep at night.
Where will you be at Christmas?
I'm going on holiday at the end of October.
Are you busy at the moment?
Section C.
I always feel good in the morning.
Do you often go out in the evening?
I'm meeting Jill on Monday morning.
Are you doing anything on Saturday evening?
Section D.
Are you going out this evening?
The garden was lovely last summer.
I'm going on holiday next Monday. Section E.
Hurry! The train leaves in 5 minutes.
Goodbye. I'll see you in a few days.
Unit 97. Section A.
We lived in Canada from 1982 to 1990.
I work from Monday to Friday.
We lived in Canada from 1982 until 1990. Section B.
They're going away tomorrow. They'll be away until Friday.
I went to bed early, but I wasn't tired. I read a book until 3 o'clock.
Wait here until I come back.
Wait here till I come back.
How long will you be away?
Until Monday.
When are you coming back?
On Monday.
Section C.
John is in hospital. He's been in hospital since Monday.
Mr. and Mrs. Kelly have been married since 1968.
It has been raining since I arrived.
We lived in Canada from 1982 to 1990. We lived in Canada until 1990.
Now we live in France. We came to France in 1990. We have lived in France since 1990.
John has been in hospital for 3 days. Section D.
George stayed with us for 3 days.
I'm going away for a few weeks.
I'm going away for the weekend.
They've been married for 10 years.
Unit 98. Section A.
Everybody is nervous before exams.
I went to sleep during the film.
We were tired after our visit to the museum. Section B.
Don't forget to close the window before you go out.
I often go to sleep while I'm watching television.
They went home after they did the shopping. Section C.
We didn't speak during the meal.
We didn't speak while we were eating.
We played tennis for 2 hours.
I lived in London for a year.
Section D.
I always have breakfast before going to work.
After doing the shopping, they went home.
Before eating the apple, I washed it carefully.
I started work after reading the newspaper.
Unit 99. Section A.
Where's David?
In the kitchen.
What's in that box?
Angela works in a shop.
I had a swim in the river.
Milan is in the north of Italy.
I live in a town, but I want to live in the country.
Section B.
There's somebody at the bus stop.
The car is waiting at the traffic lights.
Julia is working at her desk.
Write your name at the top of the page.
My house is at the end of the street.
Section C.
There are some books on the shelf and some pictures on the wall.
There are a lot of apples on those trees.
Don't sit on the grass. It's wet.
There is a stamp on the envelope.
Who is that man on the motorbike?
Unit 100. Section A.
Where's Kate?
She's in bed.
David's father is ill. He's in hospital.
I live in a small street near the station.
I like to look at the stars in the sky at night.
What's the largest city in the world?
I read about the accident in the newspaper.
You look sad in this photograph.
Did you come here in your car?
There's a big tree in the middle of the garden.
Section B.
Will you be at home this evening?
Where's Kate?
She's at work.
Helen is studying law at university.
Do you want me to meet you at the station?
Where were you yesterday?
At my sister's.
I saw Tom at the doctor's.
There weren't many people at the party.
We stayed at a nice hotel. We stayed in a nice hotel.
Section C.
Did you come here on the bus?
The office is on the first floor.
I met Anne on the way to work. Unit 101. Section A.
We're going to London next week.
Piccadilly Circus is in London.
I want to go to Italy.
My brother lives in Italy.
We walked from my house to the city centre.
The main shops are in the city centre.
What time do you go to bed?
I like reading in bed.
The bus is going to the airport.
The bus is at the airport.
Sally didn't go to work yesterday.
Anne wasn't at work yesterday.
I went to a party last night.
I met her at a party.
You must come to our house.
Anne stayed at her brother's house.
Section B.
I'm tired. I'm going home.
I'm staying at home this evening.
Did you walk home?
Where's Anne?
At home.
Section C.
They arrived in England last week.
What time did you arrive at the hotel?
What time did you get to the hotel?
What time did you get to Paris?
I was tired when I got home. I was tired when I arrived home.
Unit 102. Section C.
Our house is by the sea.
Who is that man by the window?
Is there a public phone here?
Yes, by the door.
Section D.
The cat is under the table.
The girl is standing under a tree.
I'm wearing a jacket under my coat. Unit 103.
Jane is going to France next week.
We walked from the hotel to the station.
A lot of English words come from Latin.
We jumped into the water.
A man came out of the house and got into a car.
Why are you looking out of the window?
I took the old batteries out of the radio.
I put the new batteries in the radio.
Don't put your feet on the table.
Please take your feet off the table.
I'm going to hang some pictures on the wall.
Be careful. Don't fall off your bicycle.
We got on the bus in Princes Street.
We walked up the hill to the house.
Be careful. Don't fall down the stairs.
The plane flew over the mountains.
I jumped over the wall into the garden.
Some people say it is unlucky to walk under a ladder.
A bird flew into the room through a window.
The old road goes through the village.
The new road goes round the village.
The bus stop is just round the corner.
I walked round the town and took some photographs.
We walked around the town.
I was walking along the road with my dog.
Let's go for a walk along the river.
The dog swam across the river.
They walked past me without speaking.
Excuse me, how do I get to the hospital?
Go along this road, past the cinema, under the bridge, and the hospital is on the left. Unit 105. Section A.
Are you afraid of dogs?
Why are you angry with me? What have I done?
Are you angry about last night?
Anne is very different from her sister.
I'm fed up with my job. I want to do something different.
The room was full of people.
Are you good at maths?
Tina is very bad at writing letters.
I'm not interested in sport.
Sue is married to a dentist.
It was kind of you to help us. Thank you very much.
David is very friendly. He's always very nice to me.
I'm afraid I can't help you. I'm sorry about that.
I'm sorry for not phoning you yesterday.
Unit 106. Section A.
A man stopped me and asked me for money.
Does this book belong to you?
I can't find my pen. What's happened to it?
Listen to this music. It's beautiful.
Did you talk to Paul about the problem?
Can I speak to Chris, please?
Thank you very much for your help.
He never thinks about other people.
Mark is thinking of buying a new car.
Don't go yet. Wait for me.
I never get letters. Nobody writes to me.
I must phone my parents. Section B.
She's looking at her watch.
Look at these flowers. They're beautiful.
Why are you looking at me like that?
He's lost his key. He's looking for it.
I'm looking for Sarah. Have you seen her?
When Barbara is at work, a friend of hers looks after her children.
Don't lose this book. Look after it.
Section C.
Do you like eating in restaurants?
Sometimes. It depends on the restaurant.
Do you want to come out with us?
It depends where you're going.
Unit 107.
Anne opened the door of the car and got in.
I waited outside the house. I didn't go in.
The car stopped and a woman got out.
I went to the window and looked out.
The bus arrived and I got on.
Be careful. Don't fall off.
He stood up and left the room.
I usually get up early.
We looked up at the stars.
Would you like to sit down?
The picture fell down.
Lie down on the floor.
The thief ran away.
Anne got into the car and drove away.
Anne has gone away for a few days.
We went out for dinner and then went back to our hotel.
Go away and don't come back.
Anne is away. She'll be back on Monday.
The wall wasn't very high, so we climbed over.
Turn over and look at the next page.
Somebody shouted my name, so I looked round.
We went for a long walk. After 6 miles, We turned round and went back.
Unit 108. Section A.
It was cold, so I put on my coat.
I'm going to take off my shoes.
Here's your coat. Put it on.
Your shoes are dirty. Take them off.
Section B.
It was dark, so I turned on the light.
I don't want to watch this programme. You can turn it off.
I switched on the light and switched off the television.
Those are my keys on the floor. Can you pick them up for me?
I stopped reading and put my book down.
You can take my umbrella, but please bring it back.
I took my new sweater back to the shop. It was too small for me.
I've got Diane's keys. I must give them back to her.
I read the letter and then put it back in the envelope. Unit 109. Section B.
I got home, had something to eat, sat down in an armchair, and fell asleep.
Anne is at work, Sue has gone shopping, and Chris is playing football.
Section D.
Because the water wasn't clean, we didn't go swimming.
Section E.
It was late, and I was tired, so I went to bed.
I always enjoy visiting London, but I wouldn't like to live there because it's too big.
Unit 110. Section A.
When I went out, it was raining. It was raining when I went out.
When you're tired, don't drive. Don't drive when you're tired.
Anne was very happy when she passed her exam. When Anne passed her exam, she was very happy.
Always look both ways before you cross the road. Before you cross the road, always look both ways.
While I was waiting for the bus, it began to rain. It began to rain while I was waiting for the bus.
He never played football again after he broke his leg. After he broke his leg, he never played football again. Section B.
When I get home this evening, I'm going to have a shower.
I can't talk to you now. I'll talk to you later when I have more time.
Please close the window before you go out.
Julia is going to live in our flat while we are away.
I'll stay here until you come back.
Unit 111. Section A.
Are you going to the concert?
Yes, if I can get a ticket.
Section B.
If you see Anne tomorrow, can you ask her to phone me?
If I'm late this evening, don't wait for me.
What shall we do if it rains?
If I don't feel well tomorrow, I'll stay at home.
Section C.
Are you going out later?
Perhaps. If I go out, I'll close the window.
Are you going out later?
Yes, I am. When I go out, I'll close the window.
When I get home this evening, I'm going to have a shower.
If I'm late this evening, don't wait for me.
We're going to play tennis, if it doesn't rain.
Unit 112. Section A.
If he had the money, he would buy a car. He would buy a car if he had the money.
I don't know the answer. If I knew the answer, I'd tell you.
It's raining, so we're not going out. We'd get wet if we went out.
Jane lives in a city. She likes cities. She wouldn't be happy if she lived in the country.
If you didn't have a job, what would you do?
I'm sorry I can't help you. I'd help you if I could.
If we had a car, we could travel more.
Section B.
It's cold. If I were you, I'd put your coat on.
It's not a very nice place. I wouldn't go there if I was you.
It would be nice if the weather were better. Section C.
I must go and see Anne. If I have time, I will go today. I must go and see Anne. If I had time, I would go today.
I like that jacket. I'll buy it if it isn't too expensive. I like that jacket, but it's very expensive. I'd buy it if it wasn't so expensive.
I'll help you if I can. I'd help you if I could, but I can't. Unit 113. Section B.
A thief is a person who steals things.
Do you know anybody who can play the piano?
The man who phoned didn't give his name.
The people who work in the office are very friendly.
Section C.
An aeroplane is a machine that flies.
Emma lives in a house that is 500 years old.
The people that work in the office are very friendly. Section D.
An aeroplane is a machine which flies.
Emma lives in a house which is 500 years old.
Do you remember the woman who was playing the piano at the party?
It's near the station.
These are the books I told you about.
The hotel where we stayed was near the station.
Section C.
I met a woman who can speak 6 languages.
Jim was wearing a hat that was too big for him.